In this simulation, you're going to use different elements to build molecules, identifying their chemical formulas, names, and structure. Your main learning goal, though, is to determine the typical bonding behaviors of common elements. To get started, go ahead and click to open the simulation. Let's go to PhET, Build a Molecule. This one takes a little bit longer to load than some of the other simulations by PhET, so if you're working on a Chromebook, just give it a moment. We're starting off in the single pane. You'll be using some of the other tabs, which you can access down below. What you're going to be doing is clicking and dragging the items from the buckets there and seeing what you can put together. For this first one, you're trying to make H2O, or maybe one of these other things. This one would make molecular hydrogen. We could put that in the blank. If I was trying to make something else, maybe a water molecule, it would look like that. Your goal is to build the items listed here in Table 1. Once you put them together, you'll want to put in screenshots of the 3D structure, the bonding structure, and the name. To see those items, click the molecule you made. There it is. There's its formula. What you're looking at here is the three-dimensional structure. If you don't want it to quit spinning, you can click pause. And if you want to see the actual bonding structure, that's this option right here. You can put these in as screenshots, or if you prefer to do this on paper, you could just draw these in as you're going through your answers. So your finished products would look like this, that you can put in for your answers here. Down in part 2, where you're doing multiple molecules. Again, you'd be going down here to the new tab for multiple. Looks like one of our goals is to make 2 CO2. Well, I don't have the parts I need there, so I can panel over. Hey, that looks like what I need. Carbon monoxide isn't quite what I had in mind, but maybe carbon dioxide. There, that's one I need to make. Looks like I need to make 2. Make another one, put it in. Let's have a look at that 3D structure. That's what it looks like. Pause it. And that's what the bonding structure looks like. Looks like there's 2 bonds between each of the oxygens and the carbon. Interesting. Again, you would be putting screenshots or hand-drawn pictures of those into your answer section. In the molecules playground, it's kind of open-ended here. I'm not telling you what to make. You can choose what you want to make, or you're just kind of finding out what's possible to be made. Again, your learning goal is to figure out what the typical bonding behaviors are of the common elements. So let's go over to the playground, see what we can do. All right, put a couple carbons together. Looks like they tend to make a lot of bonds. Let's maybe give them an oxygen, add some hydrogens. Before, when you were putting these together, once you had made something, if it was a legitimate molecule, it pops up with a name. This one just came up with a name, so it looks like I made a real molecule. This one's called ethanol. There's what it looks like in 3D, and there's its molecular structure. Again, you can either try to draw those or copy and paste them and put them into your answer sheet. Down in the final analysis, looking at the things that you made, answer the questions about how many bonds can each of those typical elements make.